By the same token, is there any pressure, with the fact that all that focus is going to be on you?
Yeah, there's definitely pressure. But do you know what? I think the way I am and what it is, I think I thrive under that pressure, and it just spurs me on to do even better and do what I know I can do and what people around me believe I'm capable of. So, you need that pressure to sort of get the best out of you.
Because from what I've seen with your sort of style of fighting, it's probably going to accept that pressure, because people are going to be looking at it saying, well, it needs to be good, doesn't it? It needs to be entertaining to say, well, they've done the right thing there. This is what we want more of this.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, a lot of people say, my style is very fan friendly and it's exciting, not afraid to get in there and work, work on the inside, work at length, box, move my head, a lot of movement. I'm just really excited to show everyone what I can do and what I am about, and hopefully they do find my style exciting and fan friendly.
You've got a whole platform to yourself.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it?
What better place to start?
Absolutely. Does it even take you aback, sort of how quickly things have evolved over the last couple of years? Yeah,
do you know what, it does, because it's only a few years ago when you think about it, when there wasn't that many professional females in the country, 4 maybe, and now there's
it's really post 2016 Olympics, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There might have been 4 in the country, and I think now there's like 40. Don't quote me on that. Don't. It's not exact numbers, but it is something like that. So the growth in it is a lot more, and it's because, especially since 2012, I think a lot more exposure with the females being in the Olympics. 2016, you started to see those bigger names turning over professional, like Nicola Adams, obviously, Olympic gold medalist, signs with Frank's professional, and there's these opportunities then for women to take that path as well as an amateur path. There's not just one option that's so obvious to see, whereas now it's very clear, and there's a lot of girls doing it.
People talk about depth being the sort of, I don't want to use the wrong word, but say like being a weakness or a downside in the female game. But the upside of that, if you can call it an upside, means you're all thrust into proper fights very quickly.
Yeah, and I think that's so exciting. Obviously, you still need that experience behind you as well, because it is different to the amateurs. There's more rounds that you're doing than, from amateurs you're doing 3 minutes, you're now doing 2 minutes. You've got to take all of that into consideration. So there is a few bits of experience needed, but having that opportunity to go in for a world title fight after 5, 6, 7 fights, it's very rare you see that in the men's game. But I do think the depth for the women will come, especially now. You see a lot more top level amateurs turning over, and
after
top level
each World Championship cycle, every Olympic cycle, there's going to be a churn in that sort of.
Yeah, exactly, and so that depth will get filled, and it's still a growing sport. It hasn't had the same opportunities as the men, so you can't expect the same depth at the same time, but over time, over a few years, it will get there and it will get close, and you'll have to start taking it as seriously.
Something that's struck me about the girls in saying, but obviously there's the old adage in boxing about hit and don't get hit, and you have these sort of stylish operators who duck and weave and everything else. You girls just seem to pummel each other. You really put the hurt on each other, and much more than you'd see in your average men's fight. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, I think that's down to the fact that it is 2 minutes and not 3 minutes, because you have less time. A lot of the times you'll see it. It's kind of like, it's more of a sprint then. It's a quick machine gun punch, get as much in as you can, and that's the difference. Whereas I think over 3 minutes you'd struggle to do that as much.
Is that a good call for the introduction of 3 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it can't be healthy.
No, I think so, and I think having a 3 minutes, you'll see more stoppages in the women's game. People that maybe aren't the most skillful but can rabbit punch for 2 minutes.
It will just show the ones that can develop their craft.
Yeah,
I guess,
exactly, and that's the thing, and I think there'll be then more of a distinction and less closer fights. I feel like a lot of the women's are quite close when it goes to points because of that fact that it's 2 minutes and both are just punching.
So you're an advocate of longer rounds.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you was a successful amateur, but you decided that the Olympics was going to be too long a wait. Was that probably the main thing?
Yeah, really. Realistically, it probably would have been the next cycle for me. I was sort of losing touch with the sport, losing love for the sport, and for myself I had to make a change to see if it was still something that I wanted to do. And when I did do that change and I did it, I jumped feet in, gave everything, and it was the best thing I could have done. You know, there's no regret in hindsight or wanting to wait or anything like that. I've got a great team around me that believe in me so much, that push me to do the best that I can. So yeah, I'm really happy.
You work with Terry, right?
I managed under Steffi, so I'll go and I spar Terry and I train there every now and then. But
so you've kind of seen a prototype sort of thing, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing what can be done.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
She's had an exciting journey, hasn't she?
Yeah, very exciting, and it just goes to show that Steffi definitely knows what he's doing. He's been there himself as a fighter. He's had fighters at all levels, world level down to small hall shows. So he knows what he's doing, and I trust him, and I've built a good relationship with him over the years from being Terry's sparring partner. So, and then seeing the work that he does with Terry and how much all his fighters are looked after by him and respect him and stuff. It was the right.
You can see the bond he's got with his people,
and that's why it was a no-brainer for me when the opportunity came up, and timing wise it just all worked. Everything works in the end, doesn't it?
So you're a southern girl.
Yeah.
So how much time are you spending up in Doncaster or wherever it is?
So only really if I'm going up to spar Terry or catch up with Steffi or something like that. Most of the time I'm down south and I'm working with my coach Stuart and my S&C coach Nathan.
So you're still in civilization, really?
Yeah, basically.
Are you a full-time boxer?
Yes.
Always?
Yeah, so I do make bricks with one of my sponsors, HG Matthews at Brickyard, and I say part-time I do a couple shifts down there, not in fight camp obviously, but
what's that like?
Do you know, it's hard work. I love it. Really good.
Is it like manual type thing, or is it all machinery?
So it's a brick machine that's been around for like 100 years. I'm the first female to ever sort of work on the machine. So you take the moulds out. It's about 18 kilo. You knock them out, put it away, and you do that basically for a shift.
You do all sorts of different types, do different colours and all that?
Yeah. There's whatever bricks you want, we've got them.
Wow, that's amazing. It's been very great to meet you.
Yeah,
wish you every luck on Friday. Sure, it's going to be a successful journey.
Yeah.
The Queen of Queensberry.
Yeah.
And we'll pull up that drawbridge for the time being and let the other girls wait over there.
It's my time for now.
Exactly. Good luck then.
Thank you.
Cheers.